Hello, how are you? So a few weeks ago, I started asking people what did they think was the biggest fear, considering what's happening in the world right now. And I asked, quite a few people, and everybody agreed that the biggest fear was the fear of dying. So I asked them, why do you think that we have this huge fear of dying? And they said, well, different different people, some said because it's the fear of the unknown, because we don't know what happens after we die, because some people believe that it's the end of everything, nothing else happens after you die. There were some that said, well, because when I'm dead, I will be away from my family. I will no longer see my family, separated. So I share with them that I didn't agree with what they said as far as the biggest fear being dying. Because based on my experience and based on what I noticed that's going on right now in the world, I come to the conclusion that our biggest fear is not dying. Our biggest fear, actually our second biggest fear, and I will talk about our biggest fear in another video, but our second biggest fear is to live, to truly live. So if you start thinking about it, what's happening in the world right now has us pretty much living like dead people, separated from each other inside this house or place, disconnected, covering ourselves, and and we have still the unknown. And so as I kept thinking and talking to people, I sort of believe that we as human beings have this goals, because we have goals of that person, of that people. Because at the end, we can't control what's going to be the outcome of anything. I mean, because I don't know you guys, but I am not a gallon of milk. I have no expiration date. So I don't know if it says expires on 2020. So worrying about something that I don't know what's gonna happen. I know for sure we will have an expiration date, but I don't know how, when, or why, or where it's going to happen. So for me, to worry about right now, or what I have no control of, I have no idea when it's gonna happen, it's pretty much a waste of life. Because I am wasting my life. Let's just say that, and I was sharing this with my kids, let's just say that I am at home, I am quarantined, and all of a sudden I go take a shower, I slip and fall, I crack my head, and I'm dead. Or I walk out of my house, going to the grocery store, and I get run over by a car. Or lightning strikes, or a plane falls right in my car, or so many things. I have no idea when or how I'm going to expire. All I know is that I will have I have an expiration, and so does everybody else. But to spend my life, whether it's an hour or 2 hours, 3 hours, a month, or the rest of my life, worrying about something that I cannot control, is truly what is keeping me sick. Because if I continue to worry and worry and worry and worry, all I'm doing is stressing myself. And I started comparing, what's happening right now to our life, how we live our life. Because that's happening right now, and what we see is only a projection of how we live our life. Because we stop taking risks. We avoid connections. We start disconnecting from people because every time we get triggered, every time we get annoyed, we get upset, we get angry, we push people away. We block. That little unfriend button is so easy. It's so easy. But that's what we do because we do not want to feel. We do not want to be alive because that person feels nothing. There's no feelings. So we truly have the ghosts of dead people. And I was just like, it is fascinating because I know my whole life I was afraid. I was so afraid. Afraid to speak up. Afraid to show up. Afraid to fall in love. Afraid to connect. Afraid of getting to know people and have intimacy with people. Because at the end of the day, the house or the properties don't matter. The job doesn't matter. The education doesn't matter. What truly matters are the relationships, are the connections, our families, and the time we spend with them, and how we connect with them. So when we're distancing ourselves, when we're separating from everybody, when we're avoiding connection, when we're avoiding human touch, interactions, we're already dead. We're already choosing to live like dead people. And that is not what I have as my goal in life. Falling in love? No way. No way. I don't want to fall in love. And that's why there's so many people out there that are like, always like, first time, first month, second month. No, I get triggered. Let's go to the next one. 3rd month, 4 months, 6 months. Let's go to the next one. We're constantly quitting. But what if for once we stop quitting, we stop disconnecting, we stop turning the page or turning our face or blocking people? What if we stay with our feelings? What if we recognize that our feelings, the people are bringing out, are ours? Because the anger, the fear, the frustration, the guilt, the shame, whatever it is that somebody else triggers us, is in us. It's always inside of us. The other person is a teacher. They're showing us really what's inside of us. And we're constantly projecting what they see in us is in them and in us. What we see in them is in them and in us. We are creators. We are always projecting what's right here. So my invitation today is for you to look at your life. Not just what's happening right now, but in general. How do you live your life? Because like I said, what's happening right now is a huge mirror of our life. Huge mirror. Those that are afraid, those that are pointing, shaming, blaming, wanting to make responsibles of our health, our life to others. So they keep themselves safe, they keep themselves separated. They're already dead. They truly are dead. Because to live is to be connected, is to feel, experience things in life, even if it's fear. Because you can't get over something unless you go through it. So how are you living your life? Are you truly living? Or you're slowly dying? And this is just a practice. If you would like to experience a process that allows you to transform the negative beliefs, the negative thoughts and the feelings, if you want to stop blaming, shaming, giving the responsibility of your life to somebody else, asking people questions when the questions are really in ourselves. What you want to do adult, when you want to really be an adult and start playing life as a little child? Because that's easy. That's so easy. When you truly want to experience what it's like to own your life and the full responsibility, send me a message and we can see what is possible for you. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.